Hey guys, today I want to talk about what's a barangay. A lot of guys ask me, how does a barangay work, Steve? What's it all about? Why do they have barangays? Well, you know, in our town, Tracy Matera City, we have several barangays. Each barangay has a chief in charge, and they have a lot of barangay officials. It's a place where you go get paperwork, documents, things like that. Your girlfriend will probably need documents. Sometimes you'll even need documents from there, attesting that you live in that area, that you're a resident of that area. Sometimes for a bank or what have you. That's where you go to get your documentation. You just pay a small fee and that's about it. But here's another thing that it's also about. And they cover all kinds of other stuff too. And each barangay covers different things. They cover garbage. Sometimes they have barangay police there. And when you have a situation sometimes with a neighbor or what have you, or a noise, you can go down to the local barangay and you can usually talk to them and tell them, and they'll tell you, they'll get in touch with the neighbor or whatever, and they'll try to hack it out between you and the neighbor to see if you can resolve the issues. That's what barangays do, okay? And sometimes when you have an accident or something your neighbor did, you know, is hurting your property or they're bothering you or whatever, you can go to your local barangay chief and you can talk to him. He'll help you resolve that. Most of the times, they're pretty decent people, good people. They're not really that, you know, like a lot of people say, well, some of the barangays are corrupted. I don't know about their particular barangay. I'll tell you about my barangay. My barangay is pretty decent. We have good people down there. I've talked to one of the officials down there one time. He was a really friendly guy. I had some issues with some dogs. Guy helped me out. He talked to the guy and it was all taken care of. And you know what? After that, we didn't have any more issues. In fact, we're kind of friends now, and it's kind of a nice thing, you know. And I kind of give credit to the barangay official because the guy down below, he never held it against me, and I'm very, very thankful for that. That, you know, it was that way, you know, because when we first moved there, we had problems with dogs, and they were keeping me awake, and I already have insomnia, so it was making it worse. And the dogs were having puppies, and it was getting way out of control with dogs. So eventually, they got rid of all the dogs down there, and I'm very, very thankful for that. I mean, we have a dog, but our dog doesn't bark. I've trained him not to bark unless there's somebody around he doesn't know or whatever. Otherwise, he doesn't really bark. He's pretty quiet at night, and that's a good thing. And he's become kind of like a guard dog, kind of for like our little spot down there. But the barangay people, like this park is run by the barangay. It's pretty nice. It's kind of cool. And barangays come in handy. Each village has like its own feel to it, its own personality and whatever. But the barangays, a lot of people volunteer to work there. I always treat your barangay officials pretty decent because you know what? They put in a lot of work. Some of them get paid, some of them don't. Some of the people that greet you there, believe it or not, they're just volunteers. So always treat those people good. Have a lot of respect for those people because you know what? They do work for you and they do help you. I'm not saying all barangays are the same because they're not. And some of the barangay chiefs can be kind of tough and rough and kind of hard to work with. But you got to put up with it. It's part of life in the Philippines. Remember, it's more fun in the Philippines, guys. You're not always going to get your way with the barangay official. Sometimes they have to have like the wisdom of Solomon and just kind of try to figure things out to resolve it with both people. And one person might not be as happy as the other. But anyway, guys, just wanted to throw that out there about barangays. It's been kind of a big question in the past with some people, like, what is a barangay? How does that work? Do they have elected a mayor? No, it's a chief. And there's many barangays usually in each city or town, guys. Anyway, guys, God bless. Take care.